I'll
Yes,
check.
welcome to United Sauce and Wingers. My name is Dominic. Thank you so much for joining in. Essentially, guys, we're going to get straight into this. We're going to do a combined 11 of Manchester United and Liverpool. Huge game coming up on Sunday in the FA Cup, and there's no better way to we're going to be unbiased. I know one person who might be a bit biased, but I'm going to try and nip that in the bud. Join us as we do a combined 11, and we look forward to one of the biggest games of the weekend. Let's do this. Let's go.
Down.
My name is Dominic, and tonight we are doing our combined 11 for Liverpool as we look forward to the biggest game of the weekend in the FA Cup. We're going to have a good time tonight. Whatever you've got, get some drinks, get some lemonade, get some orange juice. Oh, Naji's got a super malt there. Aiden's got the water. Sean's just vibing with his peppermint tea. Look, everybody's just doing what they want to do, right? This is combined 11 match preview, and we're looking forward to it. Okay, don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Thank you for watching us live. If you are, like the video, it really helps. So we've got myself, Dominic. You've got Naji there as well in the pink hat. You've got Sean blue cap, and you've got Aiden as well with the hood. We are here to have a good time tonight, guys. Thank you so much for joining in. You know what? Let's go and see what's happening. Boogie Riders here, waiting for United Sauce. Thank you, my brother.
Big up, Boogie.
Big up, Boogie. You know what, right? Guys, I'm feeling good. I've had a hard day at work, right? And I just want to come and just chill with you guys and talk about the team I love. It's going to be interesting, guys, because to do a combined 11 of a team that we don't like in the slightest, it's going to be interesting, right? It's going to be interesting.
Trust me, bro.
All right, here are the rules, guys. Here are the rules. We can't be biased. We've got to be serious about this. This is based on current form. Injuries do count, so I've included Virgil van Dijk. Just for respect, because he's a baller, but you can't really put him in being realistic. I know they're saying he's nearly injury-free, but he's not. Don't be unbiased. Don't be biased, and just have fun with it. And let's just think how these players can complement each other. It's not just about doing an all-star team. Does his traits help another person's traits and the formation and stuff like that, okay? We're going to get straight into it.
Wait, you just confused me with those rules, man.
So, go on, tell me.
Are we including Van Dijk or not?
I just said we cannot include Van Dijk because he's injured. I literally just said that.
Yeah, he's injured.
I thought you said you can.
I must. You know what I'll do tomorrow? I'll look back at the video and watch myself say you can't include Van Dijk. I'll watch that.
you do that because it's not what you said. But all right, cool.
Literally, what did I say? Did I say you can't include Van Dijk?
I'm just still thinking about that peppermint tea still. I'll be honest.
All right,
guys, we're on a good vibe tonight.
Let's go.
Just four friends having a bit of a laugh. You know what? Let's go straight into it. All right. Man United and Liverpool combined 11. Okay, we're going to keep this nice and snappy. Anybody in the comments, get involved. If you disagree, let us know why and who you would put in this place. As they say, you can only put 11 players on the pitch. But you know who we're going to start with? We're going to start with De Gea. Right below me is Naji. So, Naji, who would you start? I've only put two choices because there's only two choices. I'm not including Adrian and Henderson, Lee Grant, Joe Pereira. I'm not doing it. So, who are you choosing? Let me know your reasons, bro.
I'll be honest. I have to be fair. As much as I love De Gea, I do respect Alisson. I feel based on form, they are pretty much evens. Like in terms of form, like I don't feel De Gea's at the best of his ability, but he's at a good. He's showing he's closer to his best than he isn't. And I feel Alisson is very similar. I just feel with Alisson's back four not being there, he's having to do a lot more. So we may see a bit more from Alisson. However, that being said, I'm just gonna go De Gea by an extra yard just because De Gea's had a weak back four in front of him for a very long time, and he's been able to produce still. His consistency, I don't think Alisson will be able to, or is being able to at the moment. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's struggling without Van Dijk, so I'm going to go with De Gea.
De Gea, guys, do you agree with that?
No, not really. I can't lie.
I've got De Gea in my team. Slightly different reasons, but we get to the same place. So yes.
Okay, we've got to go on a vote here. I don't want to be biased. Oh God, I don't want to be biased.
So,
Why are you saying Alisson?
I pretty think I actually kind of disagree with the form thing. I think we saw Alisson against us with the Pogba save. I mean, you could say, oh, if he didn't save it, then we have him go at Alisson. But I think the only thing that's actually been good at that team, of the Liverpool team at the moment, is actually Alisson in goal. I think if you watched him, a lot of the reasons why they haven't been losing 3 or 4-0 is because of Alisson's saves. And I think De Gea, I think he's good, but I haven't seen him make a save recently where I'm like, oh my God. I've seen him make about maybe 1, but Alisson made about 3 versus us. But I just feel like Alisson has to get in there. I think, yes, De Gea's been good, but I can't see past Alisson. I can't see past Alisson. He's only just come off the back. Yeah.
Sorry, mate. I thought you were finished. Go on, carry on.
Oh, no, I'm just saying, you got to remember, he's only been not making mistakes for about 5 months now. So, we have to keep that in mind. So that's partly what comes into it for me.
All right, Dom, before you give your verdict, let me just say why I went for De Gea.
Yeah, go on.
So for me, Aidan, I don't know if you watched the Burnley game last night, but the only reason Liverpool lost that game was because Alisson gave away.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. That's
right.
True.
Also, if you look at the reason I went for De Gea is I feel as though Alisson is good. Well, he's very good, and he's a top keeper. But De Gea, right? For me, when he was in the peak of his powers, he was hands down by far and away for me for at least 3 years.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
best goalkeeper, but the best goalkeeper in the world, right?
In history,
and
I think.
Like this season, I feel like we've seen De Gea start getting back somewhere close to that. And the only reason why people aren't talking about him so much in that light is because our team is a lot better now than it was then. He wasn't.
You know what, Sean?
50,000 saves.
Sean, you said enough.
I agree. Yesterday, also the penalty. I agree. The penalty point is on form. Yeah.
For me, look, guys, if you're just joining in now, we're not being biased. We're doing a Gary Neville, right? You might hear a couple of but we're trying to be not biased. We're doing it based on. For me, De Gea has to go in there based on what he's done in the Premier League for such a long time. He had a couple of season blip, but he's come back even stronger. And for me, I'm not worried about De Gea. But with Alisson, I don't know if he's going to do some weird kick or do something or go out too far. He likes to run into midfield sometimes. I'm a bit like, go back to your box, mate. You know what I mean? So for me, I would say De Gea as well. But lads, well done. Let's keep going. Guys, get your thoughts in. We want to keep this real. It's not going to be all Man United players. Don't worry about it. We're being unbiased. I promise you. Aidan, we're going to go with right back. This could be interesting.
Good God. mate, how are you going to give me that? Do you know what? It's like both of them are woeful at the moment. Like they're literally both woeful. But the thing I'd say is that Trent, I'd say overall, is just so much worse for me right now. I think the problem for Trent is for me, and this is not even me being unbiased. Like I'd say 100%, I'd always take Trent over Wan-Bissaka.
I'm shocked. I'm in shock, Aidan.
I'd say you just got to put Wan-Bissaka, and I'd say purely because did you see what happened yesterday? Was it me that absolutely skinned him?
He absolutely set him man.
And the thing is, I think what you're seeing now is Trent is a lot of these attacking fullbacks that aren't great defensively have incredible centre backs next to them, but now because he hasn't got Van Dijk next to him, he's being exposed. And I think this cross spamming that he's been doing has not been working for Liverpool. So I'd say it's like saying, what's better, like a mouldy piece of bread or a mouldy apple? They're both trash, but do you know what I mean? Like it's better of two evils, really. So I'm
you can still put the bread in the toaster and then just cut the bit off.
Do you know what I mean? So I'm just gonna say Wan-Bissaka in it. Like even
guys,
I
think we'll got the people who know about hard times and that.
Yeah, I think based on form, right? Especially if AWB was playing Liverpool's team, he wouldn't need to go forward that much because he's got such a fluid team that can do it and coach him. But with Trent, I would be scared on that right if he played for Man United. I wouldn't know where he's going, what's he doing. So I think we've got to put AWB in. Jesus, we are not being biased, guys. We are not. It's just based on
Liverpool are.
This is based on form. By the way, AWB is not my right back for the future. By the way, just if you saw my show yesterday when we were on the match reaction of the game against Fulham, I said it. All you boys were here. I said AWB is not my player for the future, but I love him and I appreciate him. But he's not my ideal right back. All right, who's next? Sean, we're going to go for centre back, man.
Okay, so I obviously had Van Dijk in there, but I've taken him out. and I've replaced him with the big man, the Ivorian beast, Eric Bailly. And I feel like he doesn't need a justification. He's just in.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. When you've got Liverpool playing with two centre midfielders, it's just. Yeah. To be fair though, Fabinho, is he better than Harry Maguire at the moment?
Yeah.
Don't try it.
Please, no, I'm asking the question. In terms of,
he is. He is.
He would be third in that.
No. Fabinho's first. Fabinho.
Is Fabinho playing better than Harry Maguire?
Bro, you man, I messed up my situation anyway. Like you're right back here. I didn't have any of them in my right back.
No.
Swear on.
So he was gonna play Dallo, right? Let me get Dallo.
Who are you going to?
He's on AC Milan, bro. I actually watch my team. What are you on about?
It wouldn't surprise me if you still picked him.
Did you put Twanzebe?
Thank you very much. Yeah.
I
put Twanzebe. I put Twanzebe right back. And then I agree with Sean, and I went Bailly and Maguire.
All right, big man.
I would actually
I go Fabinho.
Because you just said
Dom,
my point is
contradict yourself by putting Fabinho in, right?
I'm sorry. I was just about to say, like, I'll be honest. Based on form, when he's played there at right back, he's been a don. Yeah. So Twanzebe will go right back for me.
Can I just say though, with Fabinho, like this, that's better than Dallo. Can I just say the reason why I think Fabinho gets in, because if you put Maguire next to Henderson, Maguire is woeful again. The only reason why Maguire's playing well is because, in my opinion, because Bailly is covering a lot of his positional errors. I think if you put Maguire next to Henderson, Maguire would look awful because Henderson's a similar sort of profile to Lindelof in terms of he's not very pacey. So I think if you're going to say, I put Maguire in. If you put Maguire in over Fabinho and you put him next to Henderson, he would look awful.
I'll be honest, Aiden. I would have agreed with you, but I would have put Twanzebe centre back if I was picking Bissaka right back. I'll be honest.
You know what?
Yeah, I just think Twanzebe hasn't played there. So
yeah, this is what I mean. We need to when we're building this team, we need to think right. If there was a Liverpool fan on there, would they roughly agree? Because we're trying to do a combined 11. No one would put Twanzebe on the right. That's a Man United lens. I see that, PG. That's a Man United lens.
That's me being honest, bro. You know, I'm fair. I'm basing on form. I know. Dom, I've backed Twanzebe over Bissaka many times in our previous shoes.
Liverpool fans wouldn't, because they don't see Twanzebe like
he hasn't played since Everton.
Yeah, but I'm not judging as a Liverpool fan, Man United fan. But what I'm saying is, based on the options, based on the options we've got, I ain't picking Trent because he's been trash. Bissaka's slightly better than Trent because at least he's good at one thing, and that's defending. Yeah. So for me, Twanzebe over Bissaka, but that's me.
Yeah, Najee, you might not say it, mate, but you're doing a Man United lens, mate.
It's not my fault they're in form.
Mate, Liverpool haven't seen Twanzebe play, basically. If you ask any fan, they'll be like, who is Twanzebe?
I didn't go there with the rules, bro, I'll be honest.
We got to be Bingo. All right, so let's go by. I'll be honest with you guys. We got to go Harry Maguire. His form recently has been fantastic. We can't deny that. We can't disrespect him. So we got to put Harry Maguire in. And I think any Liverpool fan would say the same thing. They haven't got any centre backs. So let's just be serious. All right, who are we going back to? Najee, I think it's your go. Left back, bro.
Oh, I was just saying, man. I personally would have gone Robertson. Excuse me, if it wasn't for the rise in Shaw's performance. His stats right now. Wow, sorry, excuse me, too much super malt. It's coming back. Sorry, yeah. Can't handle the malt, fam. Let's skip that anyway, yeah. Next one, rewind, let's go. Okay. If Luke Shaw wasn't in the form that he's in, Luke, you know what I mean? 100%
upside
Robertson.
Down back, Najee, sorry. Upside down back.
Man like N-Mop. So 100% you have to put Shaw in there. He's literally in the league as well, been the best left back in the league regarding creative stats. I think defensive duties as well. There's some specific stats, but yeah, Luke Shaw's got to go in there now. Has to.
Guys, I'm just being honest with you, right? When in any time have we had in our combined 11 that the whole defense just United?
Yeah, it's
that
not
is so fact.
It's not for me, mate. I'm sorry. Robbo, as good as Luke Shaw has been, he's made it competitive. But I just think Robertson, out of all the Liverpool players, he's been the one that's been consistently performing and doing his job. And Luke Shaw's just not better than him. So for me, I'm putting in Andy Robertson.
You know what?
Sorry,
I'm gonna have to agree with Sean.
I agree.
For me, Robinson's been so consistent when Liverpool have been rubbish. He's still getting balls in the box. He's still defending. We've got to respect the guy. I think
Robertson. I think
respect him without putting him in the team.
No, but do you know the case with Alisson and De Gea? Like De Gea was so good. He's sort of come down a little bit, but he's still good. And Alisson's got a lot better, but he's only now really on what De Gea was.
That's the
same thing with Robertson.
You're so right.
It's the same thing. Like, so if you're gonna put De Gea in, then you've got to put Robertson in my opinion, because it's the same logical premise that puts in De Gea.
I completely agree. I think Luke Shaw is making up for lost time and just keep playing. Play a good season this year, next year, combined 11, he's there. But for me, if I got Robertson on the left, I know there's balls crossing. I know he's up overlapping, he's running back, he's doing all sorts of madness. So.
And he defends, and he can defend, which is prerequisite for a defender. So he's got, he's just a top fullback.
Sean, well done, mate. Good pivot there, mate. There was going to be a full sweep there in a minute. Right, whose goal was just then? Guys, if you just tuned in, thank you so much. This is combined 11. We're trying our best to do Gary Neville and not be biased. We're trying our best. Forgive us if we don't, but I've tried. Get your thoughts in the comments if you don't agree, if you think someone else should be somewhere else. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new. This is United Source. Let's do this, baby. Who's next? Is it Aiden?
Yeah.
Yep. Aiden, let's go for... Well, guys, we're going for a 4-2-3-1, right?
Yeah, baby.
Yep. Right,
Oh, 4-2-3-1. Mad.
Never played 4-3-3, and they have, so...
Yeah, I thought Liverpool's formation like 4-1-2-3.
Oh, what's our
they've been playing 4-4-2 a little bit, and they've been playing 4-3-3, but recently it's been 4-4-2 because they played Shaqiri out wide and stuff.
So what? You're having two set? You're having two mid?
I think we've got to do 4-2-3-1, man.
4-2-3-1 is the best of both.
4-2-3-1, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, so Aiden, well, who's in your two, bro? Like, who's your
I just think, people are going to say Thiago, but I think Thiago, like I saw yesterday, he's got, like, I put out a tweet, Thiago has more children than wins when starting for Liverpool. So I'm just going to put it like that. He has none. So I think I'm going to have to say you'd probably have to put Pogba in there. And I think it's probably Matic hasn't been playing. So it'd probably have to be Pogba or Pogba Fabinho, really, wouldn't it?
Well, give me one player. Who are you saying for definite?
One player, bro.
Pogba definitely.
Guys, are we saying Pogba?
Yeah.
Fact. Has to. Sean's got the sauce.
Sean. No.
You don't leave World Cup winners out.
No, Sean.
You don't do
it. Wait, guys. Let's let Sean. He might be watching a different football match and he didn't realise what's going on right now. What's going on?
What, right? All right, look. If we're doing this on form, then I would say he's more of a case. But Pogba, he's only been playing the way he's playing right now. That's great. That's the Pogba we want to see. But this is 4 games we're talking about, guys. Realistically, right? It was only last month the guy was talking about he wants to get out of the club. He needs a new challenge. Blah blah blah.
He didn't say that.
And his agent's mouthing off, and his form. He was basically on the bench, right? So we're talking about the last 4 games. Pogba's come back to the Pogba we know. I've based this on basically a bigger body of work and who I feel in the team in terms of the balance of the midfield. And for me, Thiago for me is a prerequisite. So if you're putting Thiago in alongside him, Pogba or Henderson, and boys, and again, it's controversial. I know, but I've just had to go with the captain who's inspired Liverpool to the heights that they've got. Mr. Reliable. You know what you're going to get week in, week out. We don't know if Pogba is going to keep this form up. And for me, I've had to give Henderson the edge. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Henderson over Pogba.
Sean. Like, I'm being serious here. Like, Henderson's not even been playing in midfield. Henderson's literally not even been playing in midfield.
He's not playing in his best position.
To say that Pogba can't come in when he's basically won us like 3 games with the goals that he's gotten, we wouldn't have come back if it wasn't his West Ham game. We wouldn't have won the Fulham game.
But the thing is,
let him finish. Let him finish.
Sean, Pogba at the start of the season was recovering from COVID. When last season he was brilliant when he played. He was good since he's recovered from COVID since he played. 19-20 was injured the whole season. The season before that, he was incredible. His team 19 was our
don't
best.
forget a lack of pre-season, bro. He didn't even have a proper
It's a lack of
pre-season.
So I literally don't know how you can not put Pogba in. Henderson's been playing in midfield.
Henderson's been amazing.
So is Pogba. And I think you'd probably say you put Fernandes in, but Fernandes has been bad for about 4 or 5 games now.
Guys, let me look at the both sides of the story, right? Because obviously this is a sort of Arsenal tie moment, right? But it's not, because Sean's not silly. He's very smart, right? People are saying in the comments that you're moving a bit mad, Sean. But let me see what's going on here.
I
right?
know it's controversial.
Pogba is a world-class player. Okay, world-class player. Even though he hadn't been playing good for the last 4 or 5 games, it's for multiple reasons, and we know where he can get to. And now he's showing it in these games, right? Don't get me wrong. Henderson is a great footballer. If people doubt or disrespect Henderson, you got an agenda, because Henderson has done things that some people, midfielders, couldn't dream to do. His ball retention, his forward passing, his mobility, he's very good. But when you're looking at a midfield, at ultimate level, we both and all know that Thiago's in there. There is no room for Henderson. Pogba has to be there.
Thiago's only just come back from injury, though.
Did you not just read what Sir Alex Ferguson was saying about Henderson this week?
Go on.
I don't know I bet you read the article.
No, go on.
You know, when he was at Sunderland, right? We were obviously looking at him, and they decided not to go for him because of his running style. Apparently, he ran with his knees instead of the hips, and basically the Man United scouting department said he's a player that's going to be injury prone. So they turned him away. Ferguson came out and said this week that is one of his biggest regrets in terms of players that we missed out on, because he's not only in terms of his ability on the pitch and what he's gone on to achieve, but his character. He's a Man United character. He's a leader. He's driven that team to success. So for me, I think people underrate him. I feel like he doesn't get the credit that he deserves. And for me, in terms of the ability and consistency and what he brings to the team, if I'm a manager, I'll rather have him based on what he's shown in the last few seasons over what Pogba's shown and the impact he's had. I'm taking Henderson all day.
Guys, you know what we could do?
But like I said,
we're going to be on this for ages. Naji, just give me your 2 in midfield. Aiden, give me your 2 in midfield, and Sean, and we'll see if there's some sort of synergy there.
My 2 in midfield was Fabinho as 1 CDM, because I think he can do that job perfectly in front of Bailly Maguire. I think they'd absolutely love him there. Mop up, big. He's like a Matic, but more nimble, more accurate with his passing, over the top, everything else. IQ a lot. So for Fabinho and then Pogba.
And then Aiden?
Same.
And Sean, who's your 2?
Thiago and Henderson.
Oh my gosh, this is so.
Who's yours, Dom?
Dom, right? The same Aiden.
Who's his Dom?
You picked Fabinho, because you said to me just now, right? We can't have Henderson because he's not playing in midfield. So how can you pick Fabinho because he's not playing in midfield either?
Because I think that the reason why I said you can't pick Henderson because he's been playing in defence. Fabinho, the reason why Fabinho has been in defence. Look, I know that point, but I still can't.
That doesn't make sense.
No, but that's part of a multitude of reasons that's helped me to come to a conclusion as to my decision. It's one reason, but I can look past that with Fabinho because I know the fact that he's been very good. With Henderson, he hasn't been good. He's been fine. He's looked very exposed in that back system, and I don't think he's played well. Yes, he's been playing at a centre back, and I'm using that as a reason not to put Henderson in midfield. But I can look past it with Thiago because of the performances he's been giving. And I also think that Henderson is only integral to that system when you have the rest of it around. But if we're using that back 4 and we're using different players, I think the argument breaks down and the logic doesn't make sense because you're using it as a specific system that doesn't apply to this because we're not using that system.
All right.
And I can look past that with Thiago.
Guys, in the comments, if you're just tuning in now, we need your help here because we're having a bit of a struggle.
Dom, who was your 2, Dom?
I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna see what the comments are saying. Let me see the comments saying.
What was your 2, Dom?
Let me see what the comments saying. I'll tell you my 2. Henderson over Pogba. Henderson gives pressing 2 yards, passes. Pogba's a proper midfield and has been consistent. Okay. Bruno has to be in a squad no matter what. Carl Lewis is saying that Henderson's so disrespected. He's a good player and integral to Liverpool. I think he's a fantastic player. We're just trying to fit him in. Fabinho has to get into the Man United team. Jack saying, what's going on, Jack? Fab Pogba, Bruno. Oh, honestly, there's not enough space for everybody.
Bro, there's no consistency. You realise this? Everyone's got a different.
Nah. A lot of people are saying Fabinho. A lot of people are saying Pogba more than anything else. So
if this is based on passion, we might as well put McTominay in. Jesus. Mabanda, Chicken, Mabanda, Fabinho, and Pogba. Oh gosh, this is
Fabinho, Pogba, bro. Dom, it's there. It's stated.
All right, you know what? Should we definitely
like Fabinho and Pogba.
Should we definitely keep it as a 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3?
Nah, we can't.
4-3-3 is the same.
Nah, this is lame. Now. This is lame.
All right,
I feel like we're bending the rules just to fit my man in.
No, we're doing what a manager does every Sunday. They figure out how to play the team. So
we said before the stream started, we said I asked the formation 4-3-3, and I said, "Oh, I've done mine based on a 4 with 1 CDM and 2, and I've kept my same players still." And now you're saying we can do it. Where's the consistency? I feel like you're bending the rules, bro. Come on, man.
Sorry about that, man. I told you guys he's very passionate. He's very passionate.
And you said, bro, you were going to the comments. We've gone to the comments. I feel like if you don't want Fabinho and Pogba, bro, then just say it.
Hey, sorry about Nathan, guys. He's had a tough week. He's had a very tough week.
Top of the league.
Right. All right. I'll tell you who I'll put. I think we have to put Pogba. The comments have said it. Naji said it passionately. Aiden said it. And Sean wouldn't really be angry, but he just thinks that Henderson's good. So I think we have to put Pogba.
It was close. Dom, if you look on my piece of paper, I had Pogba here. I crossed him out and I put Henderson above it. So it was like, it is that close. On recent
all right, let's all agree then. Who goes next to Pogba? For me, all right, and this is personal. Naji, I'm going to come to your question, bro. I hear you, Naji. You know I love you, man.
King.
For me, the way I love football and the way I see football, I like someone who can keep the ball and the retention. All right. I know that if I play this player, we are not as solid defensively. I know that. But for me, I just love Thiago. I love him. Like, to not have a player like him when we tried to buy him, we missed out on him. I know he's only played a few games, but for the games I've seen, when he played us, it was a Thiago show. He made Fred look like a freaking a melted ice dolly. He was just all over the place. He was like, you know what I mean? So for me, I'm doing Thiago. Who you putting in, AG?
My issue with that, and I respect that, but my issue is that you've got 2 creative players in front of those back 4. I do not trust Maguire one bit when it comes up to that. When it comes up to one-on-ones, we already saw last game. There was a massive divide and split between Bailly and Maguire because they were separated, meaning that little hole, I can't even point, but that little hole, just between the two centre-backs was a problem. You put Thiago there because Pogba's not going to be defending, he's going to be going forward. So if you put Thiago there, similar stature to Fred, doesn't defend the same way, then it's going to be open. Fabinho, for me, is the same as Matic. He's as consistent as Matic. He's better on the ball than Matic. Can use both feet, which I love. Oh my god, I love a CDM who's got 2 feet. I'll be honest. And ultimately, would absolutely back Maguire to the hill when he needs it.
Mate, I completely agree with you. I agree with you.
I just don't understand how Pogba and Thiago can work together in this team.
I think for defensively and be able to attack. I just can't see how we can't. I don't know. You know when you need more players. How can we not have Thiago?
He's played 4 games as well. Like,
Pogba is Thiago, but better.
No,
they're different players.
Thiago can defend. Thiago is very good.
He can't defend.
I think he can
defensively.
I think he can. His football IQ is very good for defending.
Thiago's. Sean, can I say, Thiago? Like, I was joking with that. Thiago's one of the best midfielders of the last 10 years. His football IQ is ridiculous, and I think
it's very good.
Him, Kroos, Pogba, they're probably some of the best passing ranges in the world. But I can understand why you put Thiago because he was next to the only thing is though in Bayern he was next to an AM in Goretzka, so you can sort of support Sean's point because Goretzka is closer to Pogba. He's not really a Fabinho, and he played with Boateng. He played with Boateng and Alaba behind him. But then again, you had Boateng, which is a sort of like language, but then you did have Alaba, which had recovery pace. So if you're going to say, in terms of a system, it does sort of make sense because Goretzka is more of like a Pogba type player, and he played in a pivot 4-2-3. And Muller is very similar to Bruno. So that
I have to listen to the comments. I have to put Fabinho. I have to put Fabinho in. I have to listen to the comments.
Yeah. But Harry Maguire is not Alaba, and he's not flipping what's his face.
I know, but I'm saying he's closer to the profile Boateng.
Yeah, but we're talking about this. We're talking about this team, not Bayern.
No.
Like if that was Bayern's, but if we got rid of Maguire and we had Van Dijk in there, I would 100% saying Thiago sits there.
I agree with you. I'm just reconciling Dom's point. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I agree.
I know what you're saying.
100.
I think we have to go with the majority. And for me, I do understand for that creative strength going forward and back. I do still think that Thiago Pogba could do it. The IQ is ridiculous, but
I gotta say with this one, I think with the way the comments are going, I can see why people are going for that balance. I just think for that because it's a balanced midfield with Fabinho and Pogba.
Yeah, it's
because
balanced,
Fabinho he doesn't do anything going forward really apart from long shots. But I just feel that we've picked for us not to have a combined 11 without Thiago in it.
I know it's criminal.
It's a bad reflection on us. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. All right. Let's keep moving.
Me. I'm not holding that. That's you, bro. That's you.
Yeah. No, but it's not me because I wouldn't pick it. So I'm just saying.
Yeah.
My opinion,
all right. Let's keep moving, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new. We're going to move on to the next one. Who's next?
Yeah.
Me.
Sean.
All right. Sean, we're going to go with who's playing on the left, Sean?
So you want left wing, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So I will just put in this now because Mane is in my team, but Mane is not in my team on the left wing.
Ooh.
So on the left wing, I've gone for the king, Sir Marcus Rashford, MBE, out on the left wing.
Oh, this is so hard. This is so hard.
And that's not based on current form, though. I have to say, it's not based.
No, we got to do form. We got to do form,
bro.
Based on form. All right, so let me have a quick rethink. From Mane, then.
Okay.
Because none of our left wingers, Martial's not on form.
Yeah.
Rashford's not on form.
Yeah.
We've got no one's on form. So Mane
I don't
will
think
go on the left.
I don't think anybody disagree with that. And AG, you?
I had Mane left. It was close to Martial, but I just think for end product in the last three, you have to go Mane. So I've got Mane, yeah.
And Aiden the same?
Yeah, I think.
Oh, thank God. That was a quick one. Thank the Lord.
I actually think Daniel James, to be honest.
I was close to pitting him in. Nah, joking.
Oh, yeah. I was about to say, I believe.
People were saying Mane hadn't scored, right? This is so for me, right? Mane hadn't scored. Mane hasn't been on form. Rashford's got these assists. Guys, I understand that. You say Rashford's been on form. Yeah, look, I get that. What this team is about, what happens is, right, when you put different players together, they play differently. Rashford is playing with the Manchester United who's developing. We're trying to put a team that could be formidable and gel it, and so they've got that nice cohesion. Mane's ball retention, his IQ is so levels above Rashford right now. It's crazy. I've never seen Mane lose the ball. I rarely. The amount of times I see Rashford lose the ball, but he's still world class. Or he could be world class. So I'm looking for experience. Mane is trustworthy. You know he's going to try and keep that ball and do something good with it. If he can't do anything, he'll pass it off. With Rashford, he'll just run into a brick wall sometimes. So I love Rashford. You know I do. But Mane is just, for me, he's just a bit further on his journey as a professional footballer. That's what I think.
Correct.
All right, so who's next? We got Sean was next. Oh, I'll do one. Oh no, I'm not doing this one. This one's too hard. Neji, you can do it. Neji, Cam, what are you doing, man?
Oh, Cam, you know what? I forgot we missed that position. Yeah, but Cam, it has to be Bruno. It has to be Bruno. There's no way in how you can take Bruno out of a team when man are comparing him to Cantona based on impact. There's no way we would be sitting here being able to glorify people. I'll be honest, people are fake if they even want to consider taking him out of the team just because he misplaces passes. Because for all that he misplaces passes, and Ollie's even said that he's even come out and said, I want him to do that. So obviously he's giving him license to do that.
Yes, that. Yeah,
it ultimately means 100% that Bruno, whether he plays big games or not, I 100% know that in this team, looking around, Bruno could have a below par game, which he has against Big Six, as we say, or whatever. Yeah, and that is based on, in my opinion, his performances that are rubbish at Big Six is based on Ollie persisting with that defensive lineup. I look at this team and think, well, this ain't defensive, and I 100% know that Bruno in an attacking team 100% gets in no matter what. He's won Player of the Year 4 times in 10 months.
I don't think it's a question.
There's no question. I don't even know why he said it was hard, bro. Let's just whack him in and move on.
I was thinking there might be some people that think, oh, wait, how are we going to fit all the attacking class of Liverpool's team. Don't forget, you got Jota, you got Salah, you got, you know what I mean? It's just there's players there. So
yeah, that's
left. Just say, no, like of course I do think Bruno. I'm just saying though, you'd have to restrict him ever so slightly because
big time.
The thing is, what I'm just saying is people like Bruno gets in for me, yes, but he gets in for me. You might have to use him as an 8, and that is a different player because I'm just saying that the reason why Bruno gets so much freedom is because we have no fullback width and we don't have wingers that create. It will be different if we're playing Mane and Robertson. So I do think Bruno gets in, but to suggest that Bruno's going to be given the amount of freedom that he usually does as almost a second striker, especially in a Klopp team, it wouldn't happen.
No,
but I do think
it's not a Klopp team, mate.
It's not
That's
a Klopp
the
team.
one. It's not a Klopp team.
It's not a Klopp team, but it's a Klopp midfield. It would act in some way like it would have elements of Klopp.
Nah,
so
this is an Ollie team, Ollie formation, and we've taken 3 players at the moment from Liverpool. This is not a Klopp team.
Yeah, mate. Bruno gets in. But I'm just saying, like, he would not be able to have what he usually does.
It's all over, Aiden. Don't worry,
people.
What's the comment?
Aiden doesn't look happy with the Bruno.
Bruno gets in, bro. But I think people are oversimplifying as if he'd be able to like be spamming like 40 assists.
There's no debate, TJ.
Yeah, I get you. Salah. All right, now we're gonna go to the right. Aiden, who's gonna go on the right for you, bro?
You know what? Yes, like I would usually say Salah, but I can't say Salah. I just have to say Rashford, man. Like I can't say Salah. Salah's been so like.
Okay, we're gonna have some disagreements here.
I don't know. Did you not? The thing is, yeah, with Salah and Rashford, I'll just say this. And I think Mane has this to an extent, but a bit different because he has a bit more technical ability than both. They're low block. They're awful with low blocks. When you come up against the low block, they are so bad. Or like really.
Rashford is terrible.
Aiden, Dom, sorry. Can I do something controversial here?
No, you can't change it.
Wait, hold on, wait. I want to ask if we can put Pogba on the right.
No,
bring Thiago into
no.
Can I just finish what I'm saying?
Don't try it.
He played him there the last game against Liverpool.
Yeah, I know, but
can I just say? But can I just say though? So basically, it's the debate between Salah and Rashford. I think both of them are very similar players. I think against the low block, they're not great. I think Rashford become a better dribbler than Salah, but they have the same IQ and decision-making issues that I see with both of them. But Salah this season's been like apart from like 2-3 months ago, he's really like not been good. So actually, and also you got to say, but do you know what? It's like, do you know what it is? It's like I don't really have a decision. Like I could understand why someone puts Salah, I could understand why someone puts Rashford.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to put the decision to you guys. But in terms of similarities, they both do poor against low blocks. They both have questionable decision making at the best of times. They both still try to cut in, even though Rashford is right-footed. He's not a touchline winger.
What's Salah's stats this season?
Oh, let me look up. I'll have a look, right,
mate. Because I'm intrigued because for me,
pretty good.
If you're looking at Salah last season, and we can't because this is based on form, you'll be like easy Salah. But I actually want to see what he's done because I don't know what Salah's done this season.
They're pretty good. They're not actually that bad. So he's got 13 Premier League goals and 7 and 3 Champions League goals, 3 Premier League assists and 1 Champions League assist. And this is what I mean. Yes, and he's had a lot of pens, but this is what I mean is I could see both. I literally just think that like this is what also the argument that we had with De Gea and Alisson. De Gea was up here, but he came down to here, and Alisson came up, so they met. I think that's the same with Rashford and Salah, and I still think Salah's better.
All right,
I still have to say Rashford. Now I've looked at that. I think like for Salah to be having a poor season and to have that many goals and assists,
that's a lot of goals, man.
That's a lot. But what about how many in the last 4 games?
Oh,
Pogba form.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, this is hard.
Pogba had COVID though, and you keep missing it on purpose.
Yeah, you keep missing.
You've been told that. I don't think that's fair.
I'm not in the excuse business, guys.
Well, it sounds like it.
No, on a private phone call, you went to be Dom. Pogba's had COVID, man. That's why.
Man, there you go. He's got receipts, bro.
He did
for
say
the
that.
purpose of this analysis. Yeah.
All right.
Not for the purpose of this.
All right, just give me your one player.
Excuse for this.
Comments. Give me your one player, please.
I picked Salah on the right wing. I had a similar issue regarding what Aiden was saying, but ultimately, Man United do not have a right winger. Rashford isn't a right winger, so I'm not going to drill him. But I know for me as a right winger, and I looked at my team and thought, I like a balanced team, right? First and foremost, I look at this team we've got now. I think there's creativity everywhere. Our fullbacks, one can defend, correct. The other one can attack and the other one can't attack. But I'm looking at it's mad. But I'm looking at that left-hand side and I think, okay, understanding, IQ, creativity, bam. Maguire doesn't have to do much. Bayer can drive out, come forward. Pogba on the right, slightly on the right-hand side of that midfield too. So creativity on that right is going to be great. I can see that Salah is a more clinical player in terms of the way he plays the game off the ball. That is my opinion. On the ball, I think him and Rashford at this moment on form, pretty much very similar regarding IQ, choosing the right decisions, always trying to cut in one-dimensional. Off the ball, I feel like Rashford's always offside. And I know Rashford ain't a right winger. He's making too many offside runs. Salah's a little bit more clinical off the ball, decision-making wise. So for me, we haven't got a right winger. So there's only one right winger that can go there. Has to be Salah.
And then Aiden, you're saying Salah as well?
Yeah, just to help you guys, just hear the stats. So Mohamed Salah, 17 goals and 4 assists in 27 appearances. Marcus Rashford, 14 goals and 9 assists in 30 appearances. And Sadio Mane, 9 goals and 5 assists in 26 appearances. So you could even say Rashford on the left and Salah on the right. But that's the statistics if you guys want to help you guys. So yeah.
All right, Sean, we've got time. So let me know.
Yeah, man. I'm not backing that rubbish. I'm saying Rafa's rubbish. Salah's rubbish in terms of the form that they're on. I don't think. Yeah, he's got 0 goals. We're looking at Pogba's form. Yeah, he's just come into form. Salah's gone out of form. Yeah, he started off the season.
So who you putting on the right then, Sean?
I'm not having him in there. I'm not having Rashford in there.
Who you putting?
I'm putting Pogba on the right.
You can't.
I'm having Thiago in the midfield. That's what I'm doing.
You can't do that. The team's already been selected.
I can do that. I don't care.
You can.
The team's been selected, Sean. What do you do based on
selected?
That's fine, but I'm saying I'm giving my opinion, and my opinion is Thiago should be in that midfield.
Okay,
we should have.
We get that, Sean. We've heard that, bro. Yeah. But based on what's been done by democracy, like democracy.
Yeah. Democracy. we play with 10 men. That's what we do. We play the game with 10 men.
All right. Okay. Sean's taking a bye for this round. We will just have to go with Salah. I've seen so much Salah. I've seen too much to not ignore it.
And I think if you put Liverpool fans,
he's not a right winger.
Dom, if you put Liverpool fans' equation and you did with a few of my decisions and Aiden's, they would say Salah as well.
Yeah. We've got to do Salah. It's Rashford would be such a good bench option. He'll come in and absolutely destroy it. Now we've got a strong team still. One more spot, lads. One more spot. You know what? I might go for this one. We've got left. We've got right. I still even know you once. Up front options we've got is Cavani, Greenwood, Rashford, Martial. You could say Jota and Firmino, right?
No, Origi.
Nah, I'm not even putting on the thing, mate.
Absolute donut, bruv.
I'm not even putting on the thing. Guys, for me, there's only one player.
That's disrespect. The disrespect, dog. He didn't even put a towel for it.
No, I didn't need to, mate. I didn't do one for Chong either. There's only one player that can go up top, and I'm not being biased. I think Liverpool fans will say this guy has come in at 33 and has shown that his guy is 15 years old. He's unbelievable. Experience, the movement. That clip on YouTube and Twitter, the way he started the move and ended it, and luckily made a save. Only one player can go up there right now, and it's this freaking El Matador. It's got to be. Sean will say it's got to be Victor Lindelof, probably. I don't know.
What are you talking about, man?
You could score free kicks. Bro. Lindelof's good at free kicks, actually, so you could put Lindelof there.
We don't take him, bro.
Nah, man. El Matador is a king. Now. There's no one that can compete with him, man. No one.
Guys, I'll just be honest with you, right? Just looking at who's left for Liverpool, okay? So, Alisson, fine. It was close shave. Van Dijk's injured. Matip, no way. Gomez, who? And Trent's been terrible. I don't know if he's a footballer anymore. Wijnaldum's about to leave. Keita, I think he's trying to get back to his family. Henderson Henderson is hard because Henderson could be in that team.
It's not hard. It's not hard, Tom.
Thiago is honestly, look, I think he could have been this pitch in a different pitch. You know what? Thiago,
poor team
with a different manager. With us, you know, like this fusion high we got right now, all of us four managers, with a manager that plays a certain sort of football, Thiago would be in there to Fabinho for me. Firmino done nothing, and Jota's injured. So
Yeah,
Can we just say,
we should have done our individual
Thiago? The
11.
guy, Thiago has only played 4 games and he played 2 as a substitution. Now with Luke Shaw, we said the past couple of 4 performances he's been world class. He's got to fit there. But you're saying over the period of the season, man hasn't even touched 10 games. So how can we put players in that haven't even had 10 games?
But Thiago, like I said, man, Thiago's got more children than wins and starts with Liverpool, so you can't even put this guy in, bro.
Although his talent is miles better than Fabinho and will play that role, based on the rules that we've been given, he cannot touch that pitch because he hasn't even played 10 games.
Fabinho's not.
He's played under half of 10 games. 10.
Nah,
he's played 4
You know what
games.
I think the only all right, guys, if I said to you, what is the weak spot in our team? Keep it to yourself. I'm gonna ask you. You literally got 15 seconds to tell me. I've got my weak link. Okay.
Yeah.
Sean, 50 seconds. Who's your weak link in this team?
What, one player or position?
One player.
One player. I've got to say, the weak link is at centre back. Yeah,
Which
centre
one?
back. Both.
Both. Wow.
Yeah, both centre backs are weak there, man. And the centre midfield can be got at.
And what about you, Aiden? Who's your weak link in this team? Because there's always a weak link in any team that's got a weak link.
I'd say Wan-Bissaka and Harry Maguire.
And you, Neji?
I was just about to say it's Maguire or Bissaka for me, but as I said, based on this team, what we've got here, looking at Fabinho in front of Maguire, I feel Maguire will get supported more. So I'm going to go Bissaka.
You know what? I'm glad two you said it. For me, Bissaka is a worry, man. I like him, but
I don't.
We can't just say, okay, we're going to turn on and activate Wan-Bissaka when there's a one-on-one. I can't. We've got a 90-minute game. Do you know what I mean?
He's not good.
No one's getting past him.
Yeah, I know that. But
but people do. Can I just say, Sean, the reason why Wan-Bissaka once looked good and doesn't anymore is because we played non-expansive football. We played 11 men behind the ball versus City. It's the only reason why he looks good. Now we're trying to play expansive football when someone hasn't got an IQ and isn't good on the ball. He has slow decision-making. And what he ends up doing is forcing his way to the touchline, getting pressed by people and getting bodied off the ball. Wan-Bissaka, he's not good positionally. He's not good in the air. In terms of space, when people are coming at him, like when we see the switched ball with the fullbacks at Leipzig, he was woeful. The only way the reason Wan-Bissaka is he's world-class one-on-one, boxed in.
Yeah,
everything else he's bad at. And this has made people think he's better than he is. He's only good in that situation. And I would say that forever.
But Aiden, he's so good in that position. There's no one that can match him 1v1 in world football.
1v1. Yeah, 1v1.
As a right
1v1. But when you've got a team...
1v1, yeah.
Go on.
I'm saying there's a difference between...
Allows you to do, right, is that he doesn't need Salah because 1v1, he's not getting beat. He is getting
beat. That's the problem. I'm saying that he's only not getting beat when he's got 11 men behind the ball, when he's playing in a concentrated space.
He's getting beat all the time.
When you're playing a relatively high line, you're up the pitch, you need to be positionally astute and you also need to have recovery phase. Wan-Bissaka positionally is woeful. It's the only reason why people think 100%. He's not good at one-on-one.
Ollie said it as well, Aiden. Ollie said that his positioning needs to be worked on.
You're conflating. I think what Sean, in my opinion, what you're conflating is being good in boxed on in a situation where everyone's behind the ball with being good in an open space. If you're in a Champions League final, 4 back line, and you're in a relatively open space, I do not trust Wan-Bissaka. I trust to get to the man. He's just good in a boxed in space.
He's good enough to play certain games, not every game. And ultimately, when United have gone from defending, because let's be honest, when Bissaka and Maguire came, they had to fix the defense because we were conceding so many goals. That's why we were rubbish. Then we showed up the defense, but because we're rebuilding, the next step is right. How can I get this team attacking and getting goals whilst protecting the back 4? And unfortunately, Bissaka's now been found out with that area, and it's a case of he will devour. We're not going to sell him. He's good. We'd stupid to sell him. However, he's proven now that he won't be able to clearly right now start every game. And if we had another right back, the same way Tellers came in, if we had a right back, let's be honest. If you had a right back,
it's not proven. You can't.
No, it's not proven.
It's your opinion. So when you use words like proven, it disjoints what you're saying.
Hey, Sean, guess what?
But ultimately, regardless of whether I say it's proven, what I'm saying is proven is Tellers and Shaw. And that is proven. So what I am saying is Bissaka, if Bissaka is able to get that competition behind him and someone pushes him out of position, I guarantee you there are right backs out there that will be able to do the job that Shaw is doing on the left side. If
so
we
who
had
would you
two,
bring in,
wait,
AG?
wait. Stop.
Ethan Laird.
I'm interested.
Go on, Dom. No. Go on, let Dom go. Let Dom
We
go.
can't keep doing this for like 10 hours.
Go on,
Gosh, Jesus, have mercy. Let's get to the comments. Now, this is a nice last thing we can do just for 2 minutes. Like, not even 2 minutes. I mean, like 10 seconds each, right? What manager in world football would you do to manage this team? That's TJ. What a great shout, mate. Thank you for joining us, brother. What would you choose? I'm going to go with the person who has the shortest, most quickest, efficient analogies. Aiden, go on.
In world football, just to say.
Yeah.
Oh, in world football, that's hard, bro. I can't do it in world football, man.
In the whole of the world, or is it not between
Solskjaer and
No, I'm saying you can pick any manager to manage this.
Okay.
This is come on.
I'd say if it was me, I'd say Hansi Flick because I think he's by far and away the best.
Really?
Yeah, I'd say.
That's
I'd see in terms of if you're talking about form and you're talking about someone, I'd say Hansi Flick for me. I think Hansi Flick, or you could say, people want that, but I'm saying Pep's very good at. He's changed. One thing Pep showed is he can change his system. Yeah. So he changed from an attacking. We've always said that Pep can't defend. He's definitely spent a lot of money, but he's also shored the defense up. So I'd say Flick really for me. I'd say, but that's just my opinion.
And Sean, this is not Liverpool, Man United now. This is a new Kamehameha fusion team. What manager are you bringing in to actually manage this superstar all team?
The hybrid team.
That's it, man.
So it's a good question. I would say I'm going to just keep it between Ollie and Klopp.
Oh, really?
In keeping with the theme of what we've been doing, and out of those two managers right now, I've got to back my boy.
Yeah.
Ollie's proven the doubters wrong time and time again, and he's got the team firing. We're top of the league for a reason. 6 points clear Liverpool for a reason. So out of those two, I would pick Ollie to get the best out of these guys.
You know what? Perfectly said, Jack. He's magic, boy.
Maurizio Pochettino.
People saying Pep.
Disrespect.
Flick has struggled. Klopp or Pep. Nagelsmann. Neji, really quickly, who do you choose, bro?
Pep, bro. Based on this team alone, the way Pep walks into teams, this is a team Pep could walk into. Every team he's got into a team where there's a cog working already. I see this team here workable. I believe Bruno will get coached in a way, which would be even better. I feel Mane would just be in Sterling's position, slapping it up. You look at the fullbacks. I mean, Bissaka won't get nowhere near Pep's team, but based on style of football going forward, I'll be real, bro. It's evident.
He played Delph over Bissaka.
Yeah, of course.
You're using Pep, right?
Yeah, Pep, bro. Pep.
I would use. Klopp's been a bit of he's gone off the rails, hasn't he? He's kind of losing it. Isn't he? We can't have someone that unstable managing our team at the moment. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this is actually harder than I thought it'd be. Who would manage this Galactico team?
It's Poch, Nagelsmann, Pep, Flick. They're the four options for me. Poch, Nagelsmann, Pep, Flick.
I'll be honest with you, bro. This is a lot of personalities, right? This is an all-star team, right? So it's got to be someone experienced. I would do Ollie, but he's still in his development phase. He's still getting his coaching badges. So I would have to go for some experience. It should have to be either. I might go for an Ancelotti,
So I'll swear that's a good option. That's actually a good chance.
He's looked after massive teams, big names. He plays exciting football. He knows how to scout people. We got James.
Yeah, that's actually true. People underrate it.
I feel like Dom's just put the stamp down and gone, yeah, this, and everyone's agreed with it. Like I'm on that. Yeah, Ancelotti. Yeah, I'll bring him in.
Ancelotti
He's such an underrated manager. Like when people say the best in the world, they never say Ancelotti. But look at what he did at AC Milan and those.
You know what it is, Aiden. You know what it is, Aiden? It's because one of his mannerisms is not a Jose Mourinho, but two as well. He's been also going from club to club. Not saying that's bad. But when you go from club to club, it's just like, he's lost his... People have his idea subconsciously in their psyche, he's lost his job or he didn't hold it down long enough at this place. Do you know what I mean? Carlo Ancelotti, wherever he's gone, bro, was just... wonders. So
we'll run that time. I want to give it 2 seconds. Guys, thank you so much for joining Night Source. Again, I'm Dominic. You got Neji here. You got Sean. And you got Aiden. Just did a nice little combined 11 because we're looking forward to the game. It's FA Cup. Ollie's really came out and said today that he's going to play, he's going to rotate. It's going to be a strong team because you want to win. Ollie's come out and said that. He came out and said a lot of things today, which is really, really interesting. And everything he's coming out with at the moment, I'm really enjoying. And I'm really respecting. He's learning. He's knowing how to talk to the presser. He's not really doing this weird smile thing anymore when he goes, good one. Yeah. He's not doing that anymore. He's more ruthless. So for me, this game's huge, right? And I think they are going to rotate. Guys, I want to get your opinions. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new, guys. I want to get your opinions. Are we going to win this game? And I don't want it to be, of course we are, we're Man United. Oh, yeah, come on, Gary. No, I want it to be serious. I want us to be serious, right? Are we going to win this game? Sure. Are we going to win this game, Sean?
Oh, mate.
Yeah, are we going to win it? You know what? I think, Liverpool, they're on their knees right now. They can't buy a win. We should have taken them out at Anfield and done the job that Burnley did. So I feel like Ollie's really we need a trophy. FA Cup is a chance for us to win a trophy. Team's on a high. I feel like that momentum's got to carry us into the game. And I feel like we've got to show a little bit more bravery because we can beat them. Like that little bit of fear factor, we showed them too much respect in the first game, in the first half. We're a bit timid. I feel like this time we've got to turn the screw and we've basically got to put the knife into them. And I feel like the team's going to do it. So, yeah, I think we're going to win it. And I think it's going to be a good performance. I'll be disappointed if we don't beat them on Sunday.
All right.
Very disappointed.
Well, we only got a couple of minutes left. Guys, just give me really quickly your first goal scorer and your match prediction, and then we'll let these lovely people go. Neji, really quickly.
Cavani and Amad Diallo if he plays.
And what's the score?
2-1 United.
Aiden?
Pogba 2-0, Liverpool on their absolute knees, begging Pogba not to rainbow flick them.
2-0 Pogba. And Sean?
Yeah, I'm going to go with a 2-0.
All right, I'm going to go with a 2-1 Man United win. Pogba to score again. Guys, thank you so much for joining. Look, we're going to be back for the match reaction straight after the game against Liverpool. I can't wait for that. It's going to be amazing. Don't forget to check out our previous match reaction against Fulham. It was such good vibes. Like, share, and subscribe. And we appreciate you guys watching all the time. Honestly, it means the world to us. So thank you so much for tuning in. Have a lovely Friday. Enjoy your weekend. And guys, remember, baby, we are top of the league. Yeah. All right, see you later. Peace.